Caitlin Clark outplaying in the Pro-AM at the RSM Classic.
Certainly the biggest sports stars in the world seem to want to spend a lot of time out.
At the RSM Classic Pro-AM, Caitlin Clark's crushed expectations demonstrated once more why she is a once-in-a-generation athlete who dominates basketball courts. Fans and seasoned pros alike are in awe at Caitlin's recent dominance in the golf world.
Happens when you have a transformative athlete like Caitlin come out to another sport. She crosses over to a new sport and she brings that stardom and those fans over.
Not only was the performance outstanding, it broke records. Can you picture a former basketball player taking the stage at one of the largest golf tournaments and making waves? Caitlin redefined the game rather than merely playing it.
Her presence alone is all that matters. Her love for the game is all that matters. I think probably the only person that is worried about how she plays is, I would imagine, Caitlin herself.
She demonstrated with her back nine brilliance that she is not just incredibly talented, but also a fierce competitor who enjoys a challenge.
She took the LPGA by storm, and today the WNBA superstar surprised the PGA Tour and played the back nine at the RSM Classic.
It wasn't just about the scores, it was also about the moment when the audience, many of whom weren't even golf enthusiasts, couldn't believe what they were seeing. Her precision shots remained cool under pressure, and her sheer charisma lighted up the course. The sport has been revitalized by Caitlin's magnetic personality and courageous drive. Her mere presence transformed an ordinary event into a spectacle.
It was awesome. Caitlin loves the sport, loves the difficulty. You can tell she's a competitor. She likes to tackle hard things. It's
Hold on tight as we explore how Caitlin Clark not only played the game but also enhanced it, solidifying her position in history at the RSM Classic. The Caitlin effect was on full display today and roared louder than ever, solidifying her role as a revolutionary force in sports.
There are so many, both male and female, who have watched a lot of WNBA basketball this year because of Caitlin Clark. And now it seems like whatever she does, whether it's in fashion, whether it's in the arts, and now whether it's in sports here, they seem to follow her. And anything that she touches makes it a little bit better. And obviously she's doing that with golf right now.
As Caitlin Clark teed off on the back nine, it became evident that this was no typical debut with a swing that blended power and accuracy. Clark didn't just walk onto the course at the RSM Classic Pro-AM, she dominated it with the poise and accuracy of an experienced pro. Caitlin demonstrated that she was here to compete, not just to play golf.
I know that you work really hard in the off-season. You said yesterday you're always trying to get better. What's the thing that you're working on in this off-season?
I think, honestly, besides the actual basketball skill part of it, I think getting stronger, that's what I'm focusing on. I'm in the weight room a lot, just building that strength. Obviously, it was hard going right from the college season to the professional season. You know, you spend a lot of time in the weight room, so.
Her performance enthralled even the most doubtful golf fans and silenced skeptics. Every stroke she made seemed well-planned, measured, and executed with almost flawless grace.
I love that she has a love for the game of golf. Yeah, maybe I'll ask Caitlin for some advice, some tips. Next time we'll get together, maybe it'll be on a basketball court.
What made Caitlin unique was her capacity to perform well under extreme duress. The game of golf requires both mental and physical acuity, and Caitlin rose to the occasion. Her second shot on the par 5 hole had everyone on edge. It wasn't just good, it was spectacular.
You got that. There you go.
180 yards is fair.
Despite the anxiety that comes with switching to a totally new sport, Caitlin delivered, transforming what could have been a frightening situation into a chance for her to shine. Even the PGA's top brass, including Commissioner Jay Onahan, walked the course with her, obviously impressed. As he observed Caitlin navigate the course, Zach Johnson, a professional golfer from Iowa, couldn't help but be impressed. He characterized her as a competitor who faces challenges head-on with grace, a sentiment that permeated the entire day. Caitlin's performance was a masterclass in focus, determination, and adaptability.
I think right here today, considering all of the social media, all of the outlets for attention, Caitlin Clark by far today is the most sought-after popular star.
But what really made Caitlin's day was the atmosphere she fostered. The audience weren't just applauding for golf, they were applauding for her. Her admirers, many of whom had never played golf before, followed her every step, inspired by her charisma and perseverance.
participating in this LPGA Pro-Am is just going to bring so many more eyes, because everything she does brings eyes, especially to a basketball court, but even when she makes an appearance courtside.
Caitlin's youthful enthusiasm for the tournament elevated it beyond a mere prom. As she finished a round, she was doing more than just competing. She was elevating the sport. With her unquestionable star power, Caitlin had united two worlds, basketball and golf, and her influence went beyond her skill. It was about encouraging others to view sports in general and golf in particular.
Well, first of all, we're thankful that she's here. Kind of the one on, when you talk about women's sports, she's kind of, other than Nelly, it's been Caitlin.
By the conclusion of the day, Caitlin Clark had not only given an incredible performance, but she had permanently altered the way that the RSM Classic is played. In addition to creating a stir, Caitlin Clark's attendance at the RSM Classic Prom turned the occasion into a cultural phenomenon.
So here comes the female GOAT, and these women are going from having 3,000 people in their arenas to 20,000.
This was a demonstration of how one individual can completely change the appeal of a sport. It wasn't simply about scores or rankings. Due to Caitlin's magnetic personality, the course attracted fans who might not have otherwise thought about watching golf. Many of the people strolling behind her were not typical golfers. Rather, they were WNBA supporters, basketball fanatics, and Caitlin Clark devotees.
And those fans many of the fans who were walking with her today aren't necessarily golf fans. They're either Caitlin fans or WNBA fans, and it's kind of their first exposure to the game. So a lot like last week, it was a really good step for golf and obviously for Caitlin and her fans.
Her current fans, even though Caitlin's involvement was only confirmed a few hours prior to the event, the excitement surrounding her attendance was tangible, and her ability to bring these disparate groups together produced an atmosphere that would last a lifetime.
Golf media is pumped about Caitlin Clark, as they should be. So many more new fans are going to be tuning in to golf who never would have otherwise.
Fans excited to see her highly anticipated golf match in person caused the audience to grow virtually overnight. This phenomenon, known as the Caitlin effect, showed off her exceptional star power.
I'm excited. I think, obviously our goal of reaching the playoffs last year we accomplished, but now, we want to be a championship contender. I think we're putting in the pieces to be able to do that, hopefully add some free agents, and you can just feel the excitement in the whole organization and in the city, our fans. So honestly, I can't wait to get back out there. I wish we had a game tomorrow.
It's uncommon for an athlete to increase a sports profile on their own, but Caitlin has continuously shown that she is more than just an athlete. She not only brought her skills to the course but also her unquestionable influence, converting casual spectators into golf fanatics.
Caitlin Clark is just such a class act. She was incredible, breaking all types of records, and that's something she was certainly proud of. We saw lots of smiles on the court.
Caitlin is the face right now, and that's also good. She's selling out gyms, of course. Why would you hate against that?
Felt her photographs were not just striking, but also motivational. Caitlin demonstrated her accuracy and versatility, demonstrating that she could compete with more experienced players. Her ability to remain calm under pressure demonstrated her exceptional athletic attitude, whether it was her approach shot that gave her a certain eagle opportunity, or her ability to focus on nerve-wracking putts, demonstrated the depth of her resolve at every instant, and spectators applauded her even when she missed. Caitlin's unwavering desire to enhance the discussions on the course went well beyond her skill as a golfer. Fans, other players, and PGA officials were astounded by the performance's wider ramifications.
Caitlin Clark has been the best thing, the most dominant thing. Remember, there's been good players come out of college, but nobody really cared. We'd seen it. Nobody really cared.
Zach Johnson praised her for handling the challenges of sports with such grace and termed it a game-changing moment. Her attendance alone demonstrated golf's accessibility and adaptability, reaffirming that it's a sport for all. The group's variety, which included both seasoned players and golf executives, represented how Caitlin bridges divides between sports fan bases and generations.
Yeah, well, I'm just obviously really thankful for Gainbridge and everything that they do, not only in women's sports, but just sports in general. It's tremendous, and I feel very lucky to be a partner of theirs, and sports unites people, and that's kind of what this feels like too. It's just bringing people together where they can find joy in something.
By the time Caitlin completed her round, the RSM Classic Pro-AM had transformed from a tournament to a historic event for golf and sports in general. She had effectively changed people's perspectives, demonstrating that her athletic brilliance knows no bounds.
What Caitlin Clark does is kind of simple, really. She shows up at games, She signs autographs. She talks to little girls wearing jerseys. She smiles to the crowd. And then here's the most important thing. She competes like a maniac. I mean, like a maniac.
Caitlin Clark was at the forefront of the day's record-breaking and barrier-breaking efforts. In addition to captivating the audience, Caitlin Clark's performance at the RSM Classic Pro-AM increased the standard for what cross-sport athletes can accomplish with each swing. The crowd erupted as they realized they were witnessing history being made, but Caitlin's skill, focus, and athleticism were on full display, redefining what fans believed was possible from someone best known for their dominance on the basketball court. Her second shot on the par 5 was a masterstroke, giving her a clean eagle opportunity, and this wasn't just about one highlight. It was a full performance full of precision, resilience, and moments that left fans in awe.
I don't really care what happens. It doesn't really matter. I don't play golf for a living, and just have fun with it. Like, this isn't, super serious. Enjoy the experience, because there were so many people that would, kill to be in my position or be in my shoes, or the people that are following outside the ropes would love to have one opportunity to, hit a ball on the first tee or something like that. So just remind yourself how cool this experience is and don't let it pass you by. But I think that's, anything I do in life, like having these sort of experiences or whatever I get to do and the opportunities that I have, like soak it in, because a lot of people would trade and want to have these opportunities as well.
Everyone was in awe of her ability to read the course like an experienced pro, from lining up her putts to the sheer force of her drives. For a crossover athlete, Caitlin's skill and poise on the field seemed nearly superhuman. Johnson, Zach Caitlin thrives on taking on challenges that most people would shy away from, according to an experienced golf veteran who called it unreal to witness her focus and execution. Even seasoned golf officials and commentators were left wondering how someone could transition so seamlessly into such a technically demanding sport. What made Caitlin's day even more memorable, the sheer charisma she brought to the occasion left admirers swarming around her, glued to her every step.
I think a lot of things that me and Annika said is we share a lot of the same values, and I think that's really cool, being driven, but so do they at the same time. Like, obviously we're, professional athletes or played sport or whatever it was, but at the same time in their lives, it all relates. And I think people at times forget that. We're real humans too, and we're driven by the same things that they.
Unlike the traditionally quiet and reserved ambience of golf tournaments, Caitlin transformed it into an exciting spectacle for many of them. The crowd's excitement was explosive, full of yells and chants that are usually reserved for basketball arenas. Every stride she took was greeted by a wave of admiration, and her shots were greeted with cheers of approbation. Caitlin's capacity to attract such a varied audience, basketball enthusiasts with young families and formal observers, were a testimonial to her exceptional star power. Her influence extended beyond her athletic ability and focused on connection. The Caitlin effect has been called a phenomenon, and today it reached fresh heights. Supporters were thrilled not only by her performance but also by her perseverance, flexibility, and pure joy during the game. Even her off-course experiences enhanced the day's charm. Caitlin's encounters with supporters, her serene concentration when speaking with PGA officials, and her playful interactions with the audience demonstrated her extraordinary relatability. She was more than simply an athlete trying to make a statement. She was a role model demonstrating how courage, perseverance, and hard work can overcome obstacles.
And it's so much different than basketball. That's why I love it. It's, individual, it's a challenge, especially mentally. Like, that's what's so beautiful about golf. And I think being outside, I love that. That's the one bad thing about being in the WNBA now. It's in the spring and the summer. Part of the fall, I really miss a lot of opportunity to play golf.